It's just about decal time for the Jagdpanther. I dug through my kit box and found that the decal sheet was completely shot and would not be usable. This is one of the kits that I bought back in 91 or 2, so it's literally 25 years old, and admittedly the kit was not stored properly, so it's no surprise. I looked on eBay for a replacement solution, and sure enough, there were a few aftermarket choices to choose from. But you know me, I'm too cheap for that. So once again, it's Silhouette Die Cutter to the rescue. So let's have a look at the screen. This is the basic design I have come up with. It's pretty much the same setup as the original box cover art, although I did change the numbers. There are a total of 4 different masks, a left and right side for the white outlines, and of course their corresponding black center portion masks. For a little extra added insurance, I am doubling that order just in case one or more masks don't come out perfect. So with that, the cutting mat is ready to go, so all we have to do is hit the button and we'll be rocking. Okay, let's see how we did. And here's a close-up of our masks. They came out just about perfect, except for that one little spot right there in the middle. That number 2 got a little garfed up by the blade, but that's okay because we have a duplicate mask right below it, which came out perfect, along with the rest of the masks. To get you up to speed with the progress from the last video, the Zimmerit chips were painted with an acrylic oxide red, allowed to cure, then masked off. The base coat is Tamiya XF60 dark yellow, and the stripes are XF65 field gray. The entire model has been cleared with Pledge Future acrylic floor wax to both protect the undercoats and aid in the adhesion of decals, which in this case will be our tape masks. I have done a quick experiment on the back right storage bin with this mask procedure with satisfying results. So with that, I think we are ready to commit to the rest of the decal painting. So let's get started. Well, I've relocated us to the hobby desk, so we are ready to put on our paint masks. So because we're going to be painting our numbers over the rough Zimmerit texture, I think it would be a good idea to take a toothpick and try to seal down any of these edges over the grooves from the Zimmerit in hopes that we prevent any paint from leaking under the tape masks. So these two pieces of tape right here and here are pretty critical. They're going to be used to help realign our black mask after we peel up our white mask. Well, it's all masked off. Hopefully we won't get too much overspray. Alrighty, the compressor just kicked off. The airbrush is full of white paint, so we are ready to start applying our white outline. I'm going to make several light passes and slowly build up the color. Well, that's looking like we've got adequate coverage there, so I think we'll see how we did. These are the two pieces that we want to stay. Those are our reference guides. Well, that one doesn't look too bad at all. I don't really see any leakage underneath the tape, so it looks like we did a pretty good job sealing that down. Now let's try the other side. And equally, I think we had a success on this side of the vehicle also. I don't see any leakage at all So that's a good, good crisp white outline. Well, at least an hour or so has gone by, and I think that's a sufficient amount of time to let the white paint dry before we put the black masks over the top of it. So that's our next step. I'll get that done and we'll start spraying again. Well, the black masks have been laid down and pressed firmly against the white paint with the toothpick to hopefully prevent or at least minimize any seepage underneath our masks. The compressor is full, our airbrush is full, so we're ready to start spraying. Again, I'm going to make several passes to slowly build up the color so we don't get a buildup of paint in our masks. Okay, I think we've got a pretty good buildup of black there, so I'm going to let that sit for a little while, clean up the airbrush, and then we'll take the tape off and see what we get. Okay, we're back. I think it's time to peel the tape and see what we get. I hope we have just as good of results with the black as we did with the white. Okay, now the moment of truth. Try to get this in focus for you a little bit better. So far the cross turned out pretty good. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I kind of like it. It doesn't look like we got any seepage under the tape that I can see, so we did a good job sealing that down. So that turned out all right. Let's see how our other side does here. And this time we'll start with the number side first. So far so good. That too is kind of tricky, the way it wraps up and around there. There it comes. There it comes. Okay. Yeah, I think we had good success with that side too. The detail looks really crisp and clear on it. No blowout underneath the mask. So I'm overall really happy with these results. I think the key to the success of this experiment was having a good glossy surface for the tape to stick down, and pressing the tape with the toothpick on all the recesses to help keep any seepage underneath our tape masks down to a minimum, and we were successful with that. So overall, I am really happy with the way this turned out, and it's kind of a fun video to do, and a successful one. So we didn't have to redo anything, didn't have to get the airbrush back out and do any touch-ups or repaints. So that's always a good thing. I think what I'll probably end up doing next is I'll go back over the fresh paint with the Pledge Future acrylic floor wax, and then that'll seal up that Tamiya paint, and then it's should be ready to start doing some weathering and stuff, which I'm no expert at weathering, and I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but we'll just take our time and hopefully we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching. I hope it was enjoyable and entertaining for you. I certainly had a good time making it, and feel really good about the end results. So I guess until the next time, take care, and we'll see you on the next one.